As Pastor Dyson prepares for a 4-mile journey to start off Occupy Farmers, make sure you listen and look at the entire video that you are now looking at. It will show you, it will make you further understand why we have to occupy Farmers Insurance. Farmers Insurance has provided misleading statements to the media. We call them lies in our community. Farmers has stated that they've only been working with the church for several weeks, according to the reporter. Farmers has stated that the church had not provided receipts and documentations and inventory. What you're going to find is on August the 27th, the church asked for certain things to be done, and that was it. No business interruption. Only make us right so we can get back where we belong. But to date, we're still not back where we belong. Some way, somehow, we have to deal with bad faith, and it must make farmers understand that they cannot practice this and continue to harm lives, have people get sick, and feel like there's no repercussion. So please take the time, analyze, and then if you want to sit down with the church for an exclusive interview with Pastor Dyson, please come on. We will show you hundreds and hundreds of pages of documentation that shows the church has acted in good faith throughout the process.
Pastor, do you want to tell us why you're here?
We're here today because we want to begin our protest against our insurance provider, Farmers Insurance. We've been attempting to informally settle a claim with Farmers now for quite some time, and we've not been fruitful in our efforts to settle this claim. The services that we provide as a church and as a ministry affect a lot of young people and a lot of lives, and so now we thought this is a great opportunity to teach about civil disobedience, and we're going to protest and bring attention to our cause through this protest with Farmers starting today.
What is the claim?
The claim is we had a break-in here at the church.
When was that?
In August. And the break-in the church, police reports, witnesses, just things you wouldn't believe. All of the information clearly provided to Farmers, and they have stalled, delayed, and we just really believe they haven't processed our claim with good faith. We believe they've exercised bad faith, and so now we want to bring attention to this, because it's not just about us, it's about all the people we serve. And so because of the number of people that we serve, the number of people that didn't get to have the kind of Christmas they wanted to, we serve an audience of people, single families, veterans, people who are unemployed. All of these people were impacted as a result of what we believe to be negligence on their behalf. And so today, we want to publicly express our concerns with our insurance.
How are other people affected by your claim?
When you have a nonprofit aspect where you're going to be employing the unemployable, where they make additional income by going out and passing out plaques or selling plaques and doing various things, all of those people who came and said, hey, I just want to be able to do something extra for the holidays, and we weren't able to do any of that. We've not been able to be functional, and so at a certain point you're believing something good's going to happen. You're telling everybody, hold on, it's going to get better. Well, it hasn't gotten any better. So now it's just, we're at a point where we need to take a step.
So, you had items that were stolen, and as a result of those items not being here, that's why you couldn't hear.
No, we had items that were vandalized. We had items that were in the church, minor items that were stolen, but we weren't able to be functional because of the vandalization of the building. We just wanted to get the building restored at that particular time so that we could become functional, so that we could do the things that we would be doing this year. We were not able to get there. Those delays have had a compound impact on the things that we were going to do. So when you affect us, you affect all the people that we serve.
I talked to farmers, and they said that they have been working with you for several weeks, if not months, and that they've been asking for some basic information documentation that the church has not provided, like inventory, list of the items that were stolen, their values, documents like receipts and things like that. They said those are kind of the basic things that they typically ask from any customer and that haven't been
provided in a
What
bit.
is that?
Everything about everything, every document, every item number, police report, everything you would want to know about. All of this information has been provided in a timely manner. We've heard that explanation that you've heard also. But at the same time, we know that a claim that should have been settled in 80, 90 days, it's now past 180 days, and we provided all of that information. So we don't believe, because of the explanation you heard, that's what leads me to believe that bad faith is being exercised. That's exactly, I really appreciate you saying that, because that's exactly my point now. At first I was like, well, maybe they're just running into some problems and we're not hearing enough. Yeah, they reach out, but it's with the same story that you just heard. So now it's time to bring attention to that story. And to put the truth up and say, we welcome at any time, anyone, sit down with us. Here is the inventory. Here's everything about everything in this book. And it's been provided and they've had it for an extended period of time.
If you were to be compensated for this claim, how much money would that equate to?
It's quite a bit of money now based on the losses. I don't have a concrete number in mind right now, but I know initially the number was, when we first had the claim, the number was like maybe $160,000 or $70,000. We just needed to get up and running. But now, with lost income, those numbers continue, as I said earlier, to compound.
So what was vandalism? That's a lot of money.
The building was vandalized. The ministry was vandalized. The lives of people were vandalized when the vandalization, but it's not the vandalization. We felt like kids had done it, to be honest with you. We saw little tennis prints when we arrived on the scene. We felt like something had happened along those lines. Then when we saw the police report and we understood that they had known that there was a police report saying that a witness saw children done it, I was like, wait a minute, if they knew what we concluded early on that morning, why are we experiencing these delays? And so I have no choice now but to consider this from the aspect, well, we don't add much value. It's what we're doing. It's who we're helping. These things, in my mind now, they play a factor. Because there's no way you could have a police report within a week or so of the break-in and you have all this information and now we're 180 days away. They know exactly they know the vandalization of the property that was damaged. They know it all. They have all of that in their possession.
What about the people that got sick while we was cleaning up after the vandalism?
The vandalization caused some of the people that come into the facility to get sick. We had a number of compound issues. It's like, if I can explain it to you this way, it's like we had a small problem. But by not taking care of the problem while it's small, it continued to have other compound effects.
What would make it right? What would Farmers Insurance Group have to do to make it right?
Sit at the table and let's get this done. We're more than reasonable people. We just want to get back to what we need to be doing, which is helping
Serving people.
Yeah, we just want to get back to doing what we do, which is helping people, making a difference in the lives of people. That's all we want to do.
Anything else to get to this? Any other thoughts?
We really appreciate you being here, and we're in this for the long haul.
It's a long walk. 2 miles. Y'all gonna make it in this morning?
We're gonna walk until we drop. I'm all the way from Los Angeles, California. I'm gonna walk till I drop. I'm gonna keep walking. The first thing we did right was the day we stood up and started to fight. Keep our eyes on the prize. Keep our eyes on the prize. So we're gonna continue to walk, and more people will join this. We're asking every man of God, every woman of God to stand up for his right. This is like David and Goliath. And we may be David, but we know the people of Dallas will stand up for what's right, and we hope Farm Insurance will come on and do the right thing. That's what we're asking.
I'm here to support the pastor and what's going on at this church. My name is Dr. Donald R. Evans. I'm a veteran of 3 wars, the Second World War, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. And whenever we find these kind of atrocities in our homes after we have been overseas, helping others to straighten out their democracies, and we have died and we have come home limbless and everything else, veterans are upset by some of the atrocities that are going on in the country right now. America is the beautifulest country on earth, but it can be better. And we can't make it better if we're going to mistreat one another. At the same time, we have soldiers on the battlefield dying and trying to straighten out Afghanistan. We are here suffering at home and trying to straighten out our people, keep our children out of trouble, keep them out of prison, to keep down the monies that we have to spend and taking care of those behind bars when we should be keeping them in school. That's why I'm here. I'm here as an outraged veteran and a father and a grandfather and a great-great-grandfather. And we have work to do to help our families. And this is helping our families when you help this ministry and the mission that this ministry has. So we are very irate about this, and we are very determined to see that it is handled as it should be handled. And we do not plan to let them sweep it under the rug. That is not going to happen.